And welcome to the Smash News Network, least busted name in news. I'm your host, Dan, aka smAsho. This video dedicated to my granddad, Mr. Robert Carson. First thing we're looking at are the surface winds of the Western world. Some interesting wind patterns happening in the North Atlantic, as well as some strong winds in the northern U.S. Rockies. Let's look at the jet streams here of the West. Fairly coherent jet stream here over the U.S. with a huge bend over British Columbia. And a massive anticyclone here over the western Mediterranean. That is a high pressure system, an upper level high. A clockwise rotating high pressure anticyclone. Southern Hemisphere jet streams a lot less coherent here, especially over northern South America, as it's summer down there. Shout out to our viewers from south of the equator. Extreme bends here happening over Australia. Check it out. We've got the jet stream blowing backwards over southern Australia here, blowing straight up east to west. Highly concentrated jet stream over the western Pacific. And a huge divergence. Here are the surface winds of the east. That data is from nullschool.net. If you're wondering, let's blast through more data. Positive snow depth change. Here's your New Year's snowfall forecast, and there's going to be some serious snowfall in places like Iowa, Missouri, and Illinois. Also the Rockies. And even Texas, slated to get some snow there in the next 72 hours. That's your 72-hour GFS positive snow depth change forecast. Next, showing pressure and all precipitation. It looks like some ice is slated to fall here in places like northeastern Oklahoma, much of Missouri, and large portions of Illinois and Indiana. Also Ohio expected to see some ice, and even into New York around Lake Ontario especially. All those pink spots, that's ice. That's your 72-hour pressure and precipitation forecast based on the GFS model from tropicaltidbits.com. Here's your European snow depth forecast. So there's the next 12 hours, and over the next 3 days, quite a bit of snow forecasted there. And all that hot air coming out of Colorado is not going to stop a lot of snow from landing on the state. Continuing on, here's your weather.gov map. Lots of weather advisories there, including fog in the southeast. These are flood advisories down here in Alabama. If your county is lit up, just head to weather.gov. Click your county, figure out what the alert is all about. Let's blast through more data. Here's the NASA GOES lightning mapper, and I think we have some active lightning over the U.S. Let's check it out on the real-time lightning maps at lightningmaps.org. And indeed, we do see some south of Sandy Springs here. Sandy Springs, Georgia, that is. And southwest of Tuscaloosa, we see some active cells. Let's zoom in here. Hey, Atlanta, there's thunder rolling in. If you're on a skyscraper, go take some video to your south. You may find some sprites above those thunderheads if your skies are clear enough. Yeah, some high-level electrical discharges happening up there. And those happen typically in the UV spectrum. And so you might not be able to see them with the naked eye. But your camera might pick them up. Figure out where they are at lightningmaps.org, your real-time lightning maps source. This video was originally streamed live to Twitch. Thanks to our Twitch followers. Please host the videos. Please tell your friends and foes about us. Install the Twitch mobile app. It'll actually alert you when we go live to make videos like this one. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in. And if you're an influencer, help us out. Maybe we'll host you. Maybe you can host us. We're also on Bitshoot. We've made sure we set up an account there because of the pathetic censorship on some other platforms. Thanks to our YouTube subscribers, on a related note, for putting up with such pathetic censorship, our Facebook friends, etc. We've created something vastly superior to Patreon. Please consider supporting the channel via smashomash.com/smashteam. Become a gold or a silver or even a gold paid-up annual subscriber. to get all kinds of information nobody else gets to see. smAshomash.com/smashteam. That's your teaser. Let's get back to meteorological data. It's the water vapor map for the Pacific Ocean. It's quite a large body of water, wouldn't you say? It's quite dry in most of the southern hemisphere there, as you can see that huge mass of dry air down there. A mass of massive dry air. There's the North Pacific. Let's continue on to show the U.S. Doppler radar. Quite a bit of snow falling in the northern portion of the U.S. Here's the full 50-state view. And we'll focus on the lower 48 for the remainder of the video. Scattered precipitation over Pennsylvania and the tri-state area. Let's look at the shortwave radiation map to show clouds and fog when it's too dark to see them with the visible over the western portion of the country. And how about water vapor? That should clear things up. You can see quite a bit of moisture here over the southeastern U.S. It's going to move in a fairly stable pattern here as we have a high to its south. This is an effective high, and this is an effective high as well. This whole area, this is all drier and more massive air because it's colder. So for the same reason a hot air balloon floats, cold air is more massive than warm air at a given humidity and barometric pressure. Hopefully that helps with your atmospheric physics. Here's your recap. It's the U.S. Doppler radar, shortwave radiation map, and water vapor. Once again, thanks for tuning in. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. smAsho, signing off from the Smash News Network least busted name in news.